Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and you've tuned in to another live edition of the Lockergnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short. Hang on, I forgot. I gotta adjust my microphone. That was me pretending. I was playing with the sound of my voice because I thought it was funny. I'm wrong. And you know what else I forgot to do? I forgot to switch channels here. Just did a live video stream. Switch channels. I did a live video stream in the Chris Pirillo channel, and I unboxed this, the Samsung Note 8, and so now it is unboxed. I also gave my initial impressions of that particular device, and am now here to answer any other questions that y'all might have. I don't know if you're going to have any questions. I also have to clean up my desk. It's now full of Samsung stuff. I am curious to know, like, in terms of a video that we could do around this, I guess we could do a review, but what else could we do with the Note 8? Like, I've been thinking about getting a drone, or getting a friend to use a drone, and then doing some drop tests. That'd be kind of fun. You know, record on the device, and then drop it, right? And then have the drop video, and this, you know, that'd be kind of neat, wouldn't it? We'll see. Drop tests, aren't they fun? Isn't that what people love to have happen, the drop tests? I should take it into the shower and then just keep dropping. You should never drop your phone in the shower. Like, you could bend over and pick it up. That might be some interesting video there. Curious to know what you think, though, about that. What else we could do with it. Yep, I've got the Note 8. It happened. Surprise, surprise. As I mentioned in that video, pretty much the only thing on my mind right now is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. So it's kind of unfortunate timing for the Note 8 unboxing. I'm just way too late on the drop test. See, that's what I'm saying. That really it really upsets me, the fact that if I don't do it like immediately, then it's been done. Well, you know what? I say I'm not everybody else, and I'm going to do what I'd like to do. Because I didn't get this device on launch day, it didn't happen. That doesn't mean I can't try it. And quite honestly, a drop test is easier to get through than a review. I don't really like doing reviews all that often. What do I make of the Pixel 3 rumors that there will be 3 models? I have no idea. I don't really follow. I don't follow rumors all that much. Is it possible? Sure. I didn't even know it was a rumor, but okay, cool. Makes sense, right? You've got potentially a mid-range device like a Pixel 2, a high-end device or a larger screen device like a Pixel 2 XL. Where else could you go? Well, you wouldn't go higher than a Pixel 2 XL or that XL. You'd go below it. You'd go like an Android One experience, which I argued Google needed to do this year. So that A, makes sense to me, and B, I believe could work out in Google's favor. Personally. So yeah. Get Jedi to use it? Why not? She's getting her own little tablet here for the holidays. Okay, I'm obviously waiting for you to ask questions. That's part of the value of doing an AMA, is that you ask questions. I mean, trust me, if you left it up to me, and when you so often do, I'm talking about Star Wars. David Stevens comes in with another super chat, and I say that because he was one of the greater supporters on the other video. Using the Note reassures me of my Pixel purchase. So that's kind of how I feel after now having finally used the Note. It's okay. I don't think In fact, I'm more than fairly confident I could not have switched from an iPhone or an iOS experience to the Note 8. I'm more than confident. The software just wouldn't have done it for me at all. Not even close. And especially now that I've been spoiled by the Pixel 2 or the Pixel 2 XL software performance. I'm very happy to have had that because it's kind of set the bar really, really high. Now Samsung has to supersede it. And I know Samsung's not going to want to hear that, being one of the top Android sellers. But as far as software goes, it's absolutely true. 5 things you like and dislike about the Note 8. I don't know. What do I like? I like that the screen is clean. I like that it has that little virtual software button feature thing so you can hide the nav bar. That's kind of nice. I like that they are allegedly moving to update it to Oreo. I like trying to figure out what else I like. I like the fact that if I needed to use a stylus, it's got one built in, but I don't really need to use a stylus all that often. I like that it seems to charge fast as well. So there's 5 things. 5 things I don't like. The software. Through and through. The fact that the notification center seems to be cluttered with crap that I can't get rid of. I don't like that, and that doesn't speak to software. It speaks to notifications, which I guess are a part of software. It's really tall, and I guess my initial reaction to that is it's really tall. I don't know if I like it. That particular the length of it or the aspect ratio that hasn't won me over. It's very awkward to get to the fingerprint sensor on the back. Wait, that's 4. Is that 4? And then the 5th thing that I don't like is that. Software is kind of the overarching thing, right? Oh, someone just did a super chat. How is the placement of the fingerprint sensor? I just addressed that. I'm not sure if I can think of a 5th thing that I don't like. Because software is just so overarching. Maybe can the Bixby? I don't think the Bixby button can be remapped. That would be a thing that I would like. That I think they should do. I think you can just turn it off. But that's about it. Fingerprint location sucks at first, but muscle memory. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Now that I've kind of been accustomed to accustomed, but I think the middle, right around there, has been far more convenient, and I'm not the only person to have complained about that either. For sure. So thank you for it was a solid question. Did I hear about the Last Jedi AMC screaming audio issues that people had? I did not. Boy, it sucks to be them. Glad I didn't. The worst thing that happened at our theaters, they played 3D previews at a non-3D showing. I think the seats that we got were entirely too close. I still enjoyed the movie, but I'm going to be seeing it in 3D tomorrow. And then, again, after that, potentially 3D or 2D, maybe even at the beginning of the week. Going to be taking one of our volunteers out since he's helped with our website. Disney Marvel thoughts. Do you mean Disney Fox thoughts? Is that what you meant? Because that's more relevant. I'm grateful that it's going to Disney, I guess. The Fox franchise, the entertainment. Certainly the. Well, I guess that's what you meant about the Marvel IP, going from Fox to Marvel or Disney. I guess I've been relatively happy with the Disney taking over Lucasfilm. I don't think everybody out there is. I think it's impossible to please fans, though. Make it, I think a lot of people have fallen into this trap of it's too much, like something else that we know. And then if it swings the other direction and is different, it's too different from what we know. It's impossible to hit that sweet spot. Impossible. Your screening was delayed by an hour? Oh, ouch. Do you think glass back phones are the future of 2018 and going because it's a bittersweet experience that I do like? I don't know. Is that the next thing? I really don't track that kind of thing. But I guess, certainly if it would enable or better enabled inductive charging capabilities, I think that that it does make sense. It's a premium type of experience. The problem is the glass can break. Glass can and does shatter. I'm less inclined to care because honestly, most of my devices that I use, if I use them on a regular basis, have a case on them. Though I'm currently, once again, screen protectorless. The Zag option is, I'm just going to tell you, I didn't pay for it. I wouldn't pay for it. It is popped off twice. It's a waste of money. Thank God I didn't pay for it. Zag was not impressive. They were very responsive in terms of kind of addressing the issue, kind of, but when I reached out to them again the other day, radio silence once more. They need to go back to the drawing board. Von Goy says, you can remap Bixby with apps from the Play Store. Oh, well, there you go. Cool. So that's not really, I can't necessarily say it's a takeaway. I think if there's a negative, I guess I don't like Bixby. I can say that. I don't like what Bixby brings. They were no prepared, even though other auditoriums over there had been playing the movie for 1 hour before showtime. They were still downloading the movie by the time our showtime started. Whoa. Coming off that question, what are your personal thoughts on the Disney acquisition of Fox in conjunction with the repeal of net neutrality? Oh, I'm just going to say this country gets what it deserves. That's what I'm going to say. There is going to be a huge conflict of interest between Disney and Comcast. This country's going to get what it deserves. I felt the same way, Chris. I took all the phones that I have, Pixel 2 XL, Note 8, iPhone 8, iPhone 10, and LG V30. I've never been a Samsung software guy, but give it a chance, and I love my Note 8. Cool. Cool. Kenobi53 asks a good question. If you had to choose one Star Wars thing that you bought that is your absolute favorite thing, what would it be? Really? You don't know the answer to this question? You really? Innocently, you really truly don't? My AT-AT driver. My first figure ever. Period. Everything else is just fluff. You know? Oh, yeah. Still got it, too. Happy about that. Speaking of, well, I guess not really speaking of, but Randy K77 or 1977 gets a shout out for a gift that he sent to Jedi. I think it's gonna come from the Wookiees tomorrow. She's going to open this, and it's going to be an annual thing where she gets to bring out her gingerbread Lego man, and we'll put the house together and keep it for forever. It's the beauty of it. So this is very nice. I was not able to get a second one, so Jedi wanted one. She wants everything that I have. I did, by the way, have that coin purse. I got some Star Wars coins super cheap on eBay. Like they were officially licensed and everything, different characters on them. But they're nice and big and heavy, not terribly dangerous for her to use in terms of how she would use them. Did you hear the sound? Ch-clunk. Ch-clunk. Oh yeah, there's that. Wait, what's cool? Oh, the gingerbread thing? This was actually a bonus. Like, it was free if you bought, like, $15 worth of something at the Lego store. Or $10 worth of something. But I didn't want to remove mine from the packaging, if only because it's, an extreme collector's item. This one will be absolutely open. This will be given to her by the Wookiees tomorrow morning. Very happy about that. Let's see here. Christine Campbell asks, do you think it's worth upgrading from the iPad Pro 9.7-inch to the 10-inch? No, I don't. There's very little that's compelling about it. Even ProMotion kind of fades away. It's not that much of a better performer with iOS. It's kind of a law of diminishing returns when it comes to software performance that Apple puts out there with its product line. I can tell you there was, for over the past few years, very little I've seen that's been compelling to upgrade what I started with. The older iPads. The pros have not really been pros to me, and certainly not a 9.7-inch to the 10.5-inch iPad Pro. Save your money. If you've already spent it, save it. You're not leapfrogging anything. Maybe 3 generations from now, you'd be better off upgrading, but no, I would absolutely not recommend that at all. Since Disney owns the majority of Hulu, do you think they'll still build out their own streaming service too? Yes, I do, actually. That's something that is going to be huge next year. I think that's when they're going to be releasing it, 2018. Looking forward to it because we'll get some Star Wars live action shows. Everything else is kind of like a bonus. I think being able to get to a classic Disney library on demand is also somewhat compelling for me, given that I grew up with a lot of those older Disney movies. To be able to watch those with Jedi as she grows up, kind of neat, and to be able to potentially experience those for the first time with Diana, be able to watch all those videos together. Kenobi 53 says, okay, well, I knew that. I meant to say something Star Wars that you bought this year. One thing, Star Wars thing? Oh, man. One Star Wars thing that I bought. Oh, man. You're killing me. I really don't know. I guess I gotta think about it. It'd probably be something Vader-y, but I'm not sure. That's a thinker then. This year, I mean, it's been a lot of the Last Jedi products as of late, and I've enjoyed them. Gotta think about this one. A lot of the stuff that I get, though, I get like old figures, so they're new to me in the sense that someone's getting rid of them, but I get them super cheap, like for like $1 or $2, which is really nice, very, very affordable. In fact, I was lucky to get some carded figures for like $1 or $2 a piece. It was crazy. The guy was he was giving them away, practically giving them away. Have you been to Disney World? Yes, it's been a while. Rides there in Star Wars section are incredible 3D rides. Yep, took Star Tours with Liz's mom. That was a blast. It was a lot of fun. Couldn't even get all the things that I wanted to get there, though. I think I wanted to get there was a vehicle that I never got. I should have asked Chirag to get it. He was just there. It's the Star Tours vehicle. They sold that. I kind of wish I would have picked that up now, and I didn't. Oh, well. Someone asks if the screen on the Pixel 2 XL is really that bad. I'm here to tell you, no, it is not. Imagine now the experience in the next iPad will cost without borders. The greed is strong in this one. I wouldn't call it greed. I just think that they think that that's, what's going to lead it into the future. I'm just done with it. It ain't for me, for sure. Actually, Disney World with Liz's mom was fun. She was a great Disney World partner. She should hire herself out as that. Like, you rent liz'smom.com. That sounded bad. I'm considering writing my own application to make Gear S3 handle Google Assistant calls. I can't stand S-Voice on my Gear S3. Yeah, it's possible. You can do it with the right APIs. I'd do it. Why not? Who's going to stop you? At least you can do it, right? That's always the beauty of code. Is that you can forge your own destiny. That's one of the best things about development and programming. MS has a critical flaw in the password manager. Okay. Oh, Microsoft. What are you gonna do? By the way, I'm working on. Speaking of, I'm working on a video for an Android Wear smartwatch. It may be getting published next week. In fact, in the Chris Pirillo channel, I don't even know if I'm doing any other video next week. It's a big one, so we're working on it, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be let me put it this way: it's going to be well enough produced that you're going to say, Chris, you should do this kind of video more often. I'm more than confident that's what you're going to say when you see that video. More than confident. Am I familiar with premium lightsabers from ultrasabers.com? I think they're too expensive. I guess I'm not familiar. I've heard of those types of companies, but I'm not a lightsaber collector. I'm not a lightsaber aficionado. I've been fine with the Force FX series as they've been passed to me through various companies. But what I've got, I think it serves me, well enough. I'm happy with them. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely some premium products out there that I think is interesting to look at if you happen to be a huge fan of Star Wars and certainly laser swords. There was, remember, the 501st outside AMC today. It was pretty cool. Yeah. No, it opened second. I guess The Force Awakens was a bit more, and I figured it would be because there was a lot more pent-up demand. This movie is going to be very divisive. I didn't realize just how divisive it could be until I saw a lot of reactions online. A lot of people are not sure how it sits with them, but to me, I think that's what I liked about it. I had a lot of fun. I think that's the word. If I had my feelings for the movie, if I had feelings, fun. I had fun! And that to me was everything in a Star. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to enjoy it, and I did. Yes! What more could I want? To not have fun. I tell you, I didn't have fun, honestly, with Rogue One. it was Star Wars. It was nice to see. Definitely not right up there with my favorite, though. Do I think the idea of a smartwatch is pointless? No, I just don't think I'm the user for it. Like, if you're into workouts and stuff like that, yeah, I think it's more for you, but I'm not. I don't want to track my lack of calorie burning at all. Not my thing. Did I feel The Last Jedi was on the long side and the pacing was disjointed at times? Well, Gyro or Hero, however you're pronouncing your name. No, I didn't think it was on the long side. I think it ran better than The Force Awakens. I also didn't feel the pacing was off. Some people did. I was fine. I was along for the ride. I thought pacing for Rogue One was off, but it wasn't as cohesive as it could have been. But no, with The Last Jedi, I've got like a list of like 20 different topics I'm going to be diving into over the coming weeks in the Star Wars Radar YouTube channel, and taking other topics too. You know, if you've brainstormed any other topic, or have another topic to dive into, I'd be happy to. I like doing the idea of like 3 reasons or 3 ways or 3 myths or whatever, going with the rule of threes. Because it gives me a chance to talk a little deeper than the average, topic if I was just covering one point per video. So I think I am gonna move on. We've pushed into a little over 20 minutes now. Like I said, I got a few things to do around here on a Friday evening, including prepare for tonight's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Very excited about that. Another thing I look forward to, this has just been a banner type of weekend. And then, of course, I'll be watching The Last Jedi tomorrow. I'll be doing another live video on the Star Wars Radar YouTube channel in a few more moments. I'm going to do a Creator Advocate video first, if you don't mind. So thank you for tuning in. You can head over to those other channels if you so desire. I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you.